Okay, I'm gonna try to do some stuff with dandelions. Collect them in our classic receptacle, a frozen bucket.
We can also harvest this.
What's that?
Dead nettle.
What do you do with
And
that?
it's, I'm pretty sure it has whole list. I don't want to be wrong, but it's like for inflammation, and you can do a bunch of stuff with it, but you dry it out and get all the stem out and just keep the other parts.
Oh, big busy boy somehow.
No thanks.
All right, so from what I read, you're just supposed to get the heads of the flowers and not the stems, because that can make your stuff bitter. And also, I'm assuming you can't really use the green part for dye for the most part. So yeah, I'm just gonna get a whole bunch of heads. All right, I got a bunch in there. I'm gonna do this area still too. All right, I got like half a bucket now, or maybe a little bit more. Left a couple little patches for the bees. I think that's enough for our experiment. All right, now I have to pick the buds from the green bits here, so I have to kind of pick through them a little bit, and then I got to pour boiling water over them, and then part of them I'm going to set aside and try to cook them off slow in the oven, see if we can get like some dried stuff we can put in the mortar and pestle or something like that. Right now I have like 394 grams. I need like 260 or so after I pull off all the stuff, so I'm gonna get that much, and then whatever's left I'm gonna dry out. Okay, I've put this water on to boil, and we've almost separated all the greens from the flower part. So we're gonna get rid of the green parts and then put the hot water over these. All right, so we have 68 grams of flowers. The flowers started wilting a little bit too much to pick them very easily, so I'm gonna dry out these ones in the oven and try to separate them that way and see what we can do with that stuff. And then this is what we're gonna use for the wine. And the water is just about boiling now. And we're just gonna pour that over that, and then once we're done, we just have to cover it up. And let's give it a little stir-ski. Just make sure it's all in there. Okay. Cover it up now for 2 days, and then you just have to stir it twice a day.
See you in 2 days.
Okay, it has been a couple days. My flowers have been fermenting. I've been stirring them a couple times a day. And this is what we got now, nasty, watery pot of goop. And I gotta boil it now with some other stuff. I'm gonna pour it right in here. All right, now I gotta bring it to a boil and then add sugar, oranges, and lemon, like the zest of them, and then the juices and stuff afterwards, and some yeast. Also, I'm using the wrong type of yeast because I don't feel like finding the right type of yeast, because you gotta like order it online or something. So I'm just using bread yeast, which is probably not good, but I don't care. All right, this has got a bit of a burble going, so now I'm gonna start getting this skin of these guys in here and the sugar mixed in. Mick picked out this really bumpy lemon because it looked cool. I just realized it's gonna be kind of hard to zest without getting extra pith in there, but that's okay. I'll just go as deep as I can without getting too gross with it.
That's what she said.
All right, it took my whole life, but this stuff is finally boiling, and I got the orange and lemon zest in there and the 3 pounds of sugar. So now we just got to let it simmer for like an hour, and then on to the next step. All right, it's been going for an hour. I'm gonna dump it into this plastic pail. Not really a pail, but that's what it called for. I'm gonna put in some of this and the juice of these boys. Ooh. Ow. I splashed myself a little bit. Oh, that's like perfect size for that. All right, now I gotta
put these oranges and lemons in there.
All right, give another little stirski here real quick. And I'm gonna let it cool down to room tempish here, and then add the yeast and cover it up, and then it just has to chill for like 3 days. Okay, it's like 2 in the morning. It just finally cooled down. I'm gonna put the yeast in it. I'm gonna cover it up, and then I'm going to leave it for 3 days in a warmish place, and then we'll go from there. Transfer it to another container, and then put a little fermentation thing on it. All right, I'm just gonna go for it. Use the whole boy. Alright, so I know when I made pizza dough, kind of just like let it react on the top of the water for a little while. And we also sprinkled it with a little bit of extra sugar on the top. I don't know if that'll be necessary because there's already sugar in it, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Just to get it rolling quicker maybe. Alright, now I'm just going to cover it up and let it go for 3 days, boy. Also, I 3D printed this replacement tooth thing for your saran wrap, because I get cheap saran wrap and ours fall off all the time. If you want one of those, you can check it out on my website, dinodps.com. You can get the STL file for your printer, or you can just order physical ones from me if you want a couple of them. Yeah, I was kind of debating how to ferment these things because the bottles I have are not the right size. These things are meant for big containers. This is the only ones I had. So I'm just gonna have to put it in small containers and then burp it, but I wasn't sure how that worked, so I had to read up on it. So this kind of has been fermenting for like an extra day, more than it should have in here, so hopefully that doesn't make it super sour. We'll see. This is an all experiment, so yeah. Okay, I'm gonna just like strain this shit out now. Okay, let's see how this goes. Oh God, Jesus. Okay. Okay, so that has to strain. I'm just gonna let this sit here and strain for a bit and clean up this mess, and then I have to clean up these bottles and make sure they're nice and clean quick. All right. Okay, I'm actually going to strain this one more time because there's still some dandelion bits left in there. So I'm gonna get another pot. Give it one more strain here. I'm not gonna lie, it has like a beery smell to it. I mean, I guess that's just like the fermented smell, but it reminds me of like Blue Moon right now. It had like that. I mean, I'm guessing it's just because of the orange in it. And anytime I've had a Blue Moon, I put like the orange peel or the orange slice in there. Yeah, I guess I am going to run this off into these bottles, which I just got done cleaning out really good. And I got a couple of funnels. Shaploop, shaploop. And I think whatever doesn't fit, I'm gonna put in this little bottle and then maybe top them up with a little bit of water, just because I think when they're fermenting, you're not supposed to have too much headspace, because if there's more oxygen, like to be able to touch the top, the more you can get like a nasty taste or more oxygenation. So I'm gonna try to avoid that if I can. So that one's like 2/3 full now. I'm gonna try to do the same with this one. So I can hopefully top them up with the same amount of water so they both taste the same. Should fill this one up more. I still got some left in there, so I think we're just gonna try to yoink the rest of that in there. Okay. Well, I got a little more in one than the other, so I think what I'm gonna do is actually do this, because I still gotta put, I didn't show my little surprise, I'm gonna put peaches in there. I'm gonna try to make it like a peach dandelion beer, sort of. Because I don't know if I mentioned, but I think, unfortunately, since I didn't use the right kind of yeast, it's not gonna get quite up to the level that wine usually does. So it's probably going to be more like beer than... Jesus Christ, this is going too much. It's probably going to be more like beer than wine, so... You guys calm down. You're scaring me. Now I'm going to open these peaches and try to just get as much of this can in there as I can. Then I'm going to seal these babies up and burp them every day. That's what I saw most like home brewers, they recommend. Okay, now I'm just going to get a little bit of water in each one of them, so not so much oxygen head space on the top there. Actually, these two growlers are going to be perfect. Thought I was going to need that other one, but it seems as if I do not. That's good. I'm going to be burping them every day, so. And bottled up. And then I'm just going to burp those once a day for the next, I don't know. I'm going to look up how long it takes for that to happen. I'm assuming I'll just feel less pressure on it as I go along. But, yeah. Okay, so this little process is probably kind of a failure. I think I misunderstood the headspace thing and which stage of fermentation was which, because I don't think I left quite enough room. And I read that you were supposed to burp the container if you don't have like a fermentation lock, like every day to 2 days. I waited around a day and a half, a little bit less. I opened it and it just like, they like blew up everywhere. So I closed them back up again, and I'm gonna see how they're doing right now. I'm not sure. They might just be busted now. Or maybe I just needed to leave more room in there. So we'll see. Yeah. I just did this last night, so this one might not be too bad. Still a lot of pressure.
I'd say.
Alright, so I'll just leave that chilling for a second and then close it back.
Oh my god.
And that's with like, there's like so much space on it.
Maybe we should go outside with that one?
No, it's gonna be the same.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah. So that's why I need those little, this thing. That's why I'd use this thing, but the cork is too big for any container I have, so I got to get like a gallon one. All right, so I mean it's obviously still fermenting. So I thought that you had to have no headspace for the first ferment, but I think that's after you do the initial ferment, you have to run it back. I don't know, you have to put it in another container with no headspace secondarily, and then let it like settle for a long time, and then like get all that shit out of it. But I filled it up too much in the beginning. I think you're supposed to just kind of leave a bunch of space in the first. If you're not, if you have containers like this, I don't think it matters if you have this thing, because air can like constantly escape. Like that's what the airlock like lets air just kind of like push out of there at a slow rate, so it equalizes itself. Whereas this, it just gets trapped in there. And I had it filled up to like here, so. And it made all this weird orange foam. I mean, there was orange juice in it, but I strained all the orange juice out. The orange juice was gone, or the orange pieces and stuff. And then this like orange foam just got The amount is, this looks like nothing compared to what it was yesterday. It was like, and it was like sea foam. It was like thick, and it was like big giant globs of it. It was crazy. It was insane that it even fit inside the bottle.
There it is.
I'm just gonna put these back over here, and then when I come back from work tonight, I'm gonna burp it again, and hopefully that's a better amount of time, like half a day or so. I'm assuming I'll feel the pressure go down less and less.
Poppy feels it.
I figured out what the orange foam was. I guess I kind of blacked out and forgot to put peaches in there that first time because it was like the middle of the night. So yeah, that's what all the orange foam was. It definitely expanded way more than the can of peaches I put in. There was just one can of peaches, but it was like, it was everywhere. But yeah, I'm gonna burp one more time right now. Ooh. I don't know if that's too violent or not. That's only after like 7 hours. And I don't even know when this is supposed to stop popping like that or when I'm supposed to transfer it to something else. I'm gonna have to do more research because I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I've been popping these bottles for like 5-6 days now. Apparently you're supposed to do it for like 10 to 14 days or so until most of the bubbles are gone, and then I can strain it through a cheesecloth and siphon it out so like the sediment is left in there. Strain it through a cheesecloth, put it into another bottle, and then I think you're supposed to like age it for another few days after that. So it's gonna be a good number more bottle pops, but looks like I haven't messed up anything too much yet, other than, you know, shooting the peaches out into the universe. By the way, here, check this out. Mick got most of them, but she didn't notice these until later. This happened in the middle of the night for me, so like I didn't realize it was like dark, so I couldn't tell how much was everywhere. But yeah, she got most of what was here. I cleaned up like a lot of the sink and stuff, but this is where it happened. That's where the peaches exploded too. I mean, they just got everywhere. Woo! It like pops with so much force that it like pushes this spring side. Oh Jesus! Forgot it did that. Oh God! Forgot it foams up sometimes. You gotta like pop it and then let the foam settle after you close it real quick, and then reopen it again so it doesn't like foam up. I don't know if that's normal or not. This is the first time I've done this. Time to pop the boys again. Nope. You stay right in there. It's better to let them hiss out like that, but it's more fun to let it pop like that. It's just more risky because I can't close it as fast, and then the foam can come out. I gotta close it quick or the bubbles come. Ooh, buddy. Okay, now I just gotta let this out for a second. Okay, it's that one's bubbling, but it's not didn't like foam up like it has been. So I think I want to say you might be getting to the end here. It's got some little doodlies running around in there. That must still be leftover peach, I'm gonna hope. We'll see. That looks really nice though. Otherwise, look at the bubblies. Hopefully it won't kill me if I drink it. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, not much bubbles happening, so I think it's about time to transfer them to another container. I'll probably do that tomorrow. All right, so it's really early on my day off. Sorry, my hair's all messed up and shit. I am about to go grab some tubing so I can siphon off the beer from its lees, which I guess is like the sediment stuff that settles on the bottom. Put it through some cheesecloth and then let it sit in the bottles for another week, and then it'll be ready to drink and hopefully not kill me. Walmart didn't have it. I'm at Lowe's now. Okay, took a shower and I got the stuff I needed, and yeah, so I got some hose and I got the strainer, got some cheesecloth. I'm gonna boil out all this stuff to get it nice and sanitized. Then I'm going to strain these guys out into here once through the cheesecloth, and then I'm gonna strain it out of there back into these bottles once I re-sanitize them. And yeah, I'm gonna try to put it all into one, and then what's left I'm gonna put in a smaller container. So yeah, I'm gonna get the water started boiling. Also, that's from my mac and cheese. Gotta eat before day and day. Okay, my mac and cheese is done. I've already eaten like half of it. This water's taking my whole goddamn lifetime to boil. It's like starting down there. It's gotta be hot enough, so I'm gonna dip this shit and get going. And to be clear, everything is clean already. I know you're supposed to like sanitize stuff. I don't have like a sanitizing solution though, so I just cleaned everything really well, and then I'm dunking it in boiling water at the end to just get it even cleaner. So hopefully that gets it nice and good. Now let's just get a clean container to set it in for the moment. I don't know if this is necessarily the greatest thing to use. It's literally clear vinyl tubing from the plumbing section at Lowe's. So hopefully this isn't like the devil to use for alcohol related things. I don't know. We'll freaking see, I guess. Give this a Dunkalunky. Video game Dunkalunky. Big Mo Dunkalunky. Ouch! Now I'm gonna just empty out this pot over here. I'm gonna rinse in cold water real quick. Whoops, let's turn this off over here. I'll move my mac and cheese out of the way. Now, get my cheesing cloth out of here. Because actually I'm gonna cut it like in half, because I'm gonna do it twice, so stuff cuts like shit. I'm gonna try to give it like a little bit of a double layer. It strains it out real good like. And hopefully that does her. Alright, let's go. I got my jars over here. Or my jugs. Got my big jugs over here. And I wish this would cool down a little bit faster. It's really hot. It's really hot. It's making me scared to do this over here. Also, it would help if I had this on a lower level. So I think what I'm actually gonna do is take this chair over here. Yoink, yoink, yoink. I'm gonna move my pan over to right here. That way the siphoning will be a little bit less stupid, hopefully. Okay, let's see how fucked up this is. Oh baby. Okay, it's not foaming any all crazy like, so that's good. Yeah, the last time I did it, the bubbles were kind of not too crazy, so I figured it wouldn't be too bad. Also, I think I'm gonna cut this hose in half, because this is entirely too long. Okay. Probably should have done that before I sanitized it. Would have made that a lot easier, but you know what? I'm stupid, so yeah. I'm a dummy. I'm a silly, silly dummy man. Come on. Oh, come on, man. There we go. Wow, that tasted really good, actually. What the fuck?
Oh, that's like, it's like sweet. The peach, I think the peach taste got in there, even though they exploded all over the ceiling in a day. Okay, I think that's all I'm gonna get out of that one. The rest of that is probably sedimenty shit anyway. Number 2! Come on, keep going. Oh, there's still a fair amount of peach in this one. Alright, let's see what we got. Alright, so there's all the shit that got filtered out. Not very much, because a lot of it blew all over the ceiling, but there's the rest of it. It smells, and the taste from me having to siphon it, which luckily it'll just be like me and Michaela and then maybe my roommate drinking or something. But yeah, it tasted really good. Taking quite a while to get through there, though. You're just gonna get spoons and push it through a little bit. I don't think it'll need. I don't know if leaving it exposed to open air for this long is very good. I know you're not supposed to do that, but also I didn't know what else to do. I'll have a better system next time, because I think apparently it can make your brew kind of taste stale, or can leave like an oxygenated sort of taste. So that sounds bad, but hopefully just like not even a half an hour of being in open air won't do much to it, because I'm assuming they don't usually do this like intermediate sort of a container, but I felt like that was the best way. But I don't know, maybe no, I had to, because I was putting it back into the same bottles. Next time I'll get 2 different sets of bottles. Heck, I might even just get 2 more of the same growler from in the same place. Shout out to Lake Drum Brewing locally here. They do some great like ciders and stuff, and they're around here. They're super good. These are where the growlers are from that I'm using. If you're in the Finger Lakes, upstate New York area at some point, go check them out. They're a personal favorite of mine. Yeah, I probably could have done like half the amount of cheesecloth. Cause this is taking forever. This is taking my whole goddamn life. I think one thing is gonna be like perfect though. Let's see how much is left in there. I have like a little bit left over, but I'm willing to just call it and dump that out probably. I don't want to put it in a tiny little... Well, if it's enough to fill a mason jar, I'll seal it up in there. It seems to be taking longer now. Maybe it's because there's more sediment stuck in the cheesecloth. Come on, man. I gotta play D&D in like 10 minutes. I don't even hear it going anymore. Is it full? Oh no, I think it's all the way full. Let's get a mason jar, I guess. We're gonna have to pour a tiny bit back in here, I think, with a little schloop. There we go. All right, now I'll jar this one up. Bop! And then we got 1 thing of dandelion beer, wine, whatever. I don't know how to test this for alcohol content, because I think there's like some sort of tool you need. So I guess we'll just have to go by taste. All right, there's the last bit of it. And then I'm gonna top this up with a little bit of water, because apparently you're not supposed to leave the it with open air there. Which, I mean, I think unfortunately, since the top of it is so wide, it's gonna be a lot of open air anyway, but less in there the better. Because apparently it's the surface area on the top. So that's why bottles have the necks like this, because once you bring them up there, there's like way less surface area for oxygen to touch and stuff on the top. So yeah, that's that. We'll see how it is in a few days. We're gonna let them chill in the bottles, and then we'll give them a try. All right, so these have been bottled for like a week or so. This one down here, I got this one in a dark place up here. I'm gonna put them in the fridge now, because I read in a couple places that with like fresh brews, putting them in the fridge for a little while before you drink them for a week or 2 at least can help bring some of the flavors out. So I'm going to put them in the fridge now for like a week, 2 weeks, if I feel like letting them stay that long. And then we're gonna try them. At least the small one I'm gonna crack open. Big one we'll see, because obviously once it's open, then I think we kind of have to drink it fast-ish, because those growlers kind of get stale after you open them. So, all right. I'll just slip you in the back corner here. We'll have to go up here too. Okay. See you later.
It's been like 2 weeks or so since I put it in the fridge. It's hot as balls out today. We're hanging out on the porch. And I'm gonna crack open this boy, see how it turned out. It seems like I didn't quite filter it as well as I could have. There's still like a little bit of sedimentary settlage on the bottom, so we're not going to shake it up or anything. But I'm gonna crack it open, see how it is. It doesn't explode on me or something. Nope. Smells like beer.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. Doesn't look weird or
Nice.
anything.
Looks like it.
Looks like beer, smells like beer.
It's a duck.
Whoa!
Good?
That's delicious.
Yes.
Oh, this is so good.
Thank you.
It's like in between wine and beer. It's like champagne almost or something. Because the carbonation's pretty light.
Yeah, not bad.
I don't know, unfortunately, what the like ABV is or whatever, because I don't have like the tools. There's like a little tool, like a floaty tool, and you put it in there, and then it tests like how much sugar is in it when you put it in, and how much is gonna like
Next batch.
gonna go off. But yeah, so next time I do it, yeah, I'm definitely gonna get a little more equipment, and we're gonna make another one. So get ready for a sequel, because this is really good. Damn your motorcycle! This is really good. Clink. Update. I drank most of this jar, which is equivalent to 2 beers. It's like 24 ounces. I'm doing pretty good. It's pretty good.